Hey everybody, Ken's Wild here, and welcome back to another episode of Sanctuary Horse Chats. Today I pulled out Miss Rebel and we just did some basic stuff. I was filming a new video series for the Academy, and so I worked with her on leading, grooming, picking up her feet, and stuff like that. And I feel like this is a very good reminder that working with your horse doesn't always mean riding them. I feel like we get so caught up in the idea that we have to ride our horses 4 or 5 days a week and be in the saddle consistently. However, sometimes just pulling your horse out, grooming them, loving them, that in itself can be considered a training session just as much as working with your horse around the barrels or in the arena or on the trails. Now, if we were to apply this same thought process to our lives, there's actually a lot we can learn from it. In life, we focus so much on the next promotion, accomplishing the next big thing, moving on, moving up in life. We always focus on what's next, that sometimes we have to remember to go back to the basics. We have to remember that sometimes we don't always have to work on our newest project. Sometimes we can just take a moment to go to the lake or take a self-care day. Maybe that looks like sleeping all day or cleaning the house. We don't always have to be so focused on what's next. Sometimes it's important for us to just live in the moment. Focus on the small things, focus on taking care of ourselves, focus on just being in the present moment rather than trying to fixate on what's going to happen tomorrow or the next day or next week or so on and so forth. Moral of the story is it can be extremely beneficial for you and your horse to take a step back from your normal training routine and just focus on being around each other, being with each other, and being in the present moment. Just as we do that with our horses, we should try to practice presence more in our everyday lives, not always worrying about what's next, and just focus on what is going on in that exact moment.